Hello, Walking Dead fans. This is Solid Dave Snake, bringing you the first video I'm doing on the Walking Dead TV Series 3, McFarlane Toys. And the first figure I'm going to be doing a review on is going to be on Merle Dixon's brother, Merle Dixon. And he was the character that I was looking forward to the most when I first heard about this series. And I'm sure everybody else will be buying him up the most out of everyone else. And this series was actually supposed to come out in the end of March, and I started seeing videos pop up on YouTube about 2 days ago. So I went to GameStop yesterday, and sure enough, they had the whole set there. And it looks like the most easiest ones to find are going to be Merle and Michonne. There's 3 in each case of both of those characters, and only 2 apiece of her pets, and there's only 1 of the autopsy zombie in each case, so he might actually be the hardest one in the long run to find. But McFarlane Toys really upped the quality in this 3rd series. I think this 3rd series blows away the last 2 in not only likeness on the characters, both Merle and Michonne look spot on to how the actors actually look on the show. And they upped the quality in the detail a little bit, I think, and the articulation big time. The last series really sucked with articulation. Hell, Shane only had 6 points of articulation. Merle Dixon, he has 22 points of articulation, and Michonne has 24. So they really upped the articulation on this one. I guess they've been listening to the fans and decided to up the ante a little bit. And I think it's just going to be a ongoing thing now. I think the Walking Dead toys are really going to pick up and start coming out more often. They've already got a Series 4 planned for October. So it's a good time to be a Walking Dead collector. But, alright, we'll finally get into the review here on Merle. And the likeness to Michael Roker, the actor that plays him, is just spot on. The detail in the face is just perfect. He did a great job with the head scans this time. And we'll go over his accessories first. If you see on his shoulder here, he's got a M4 on a sling, and it's really nice. Nice that it's got a double sling like that. You can really get them in some nice poses with it, and the detail on the M4 is pretty good. It's got looks like metal wear coming out of it. You can see the silver in the black there, so it's pretty nice. One of his other accessories is a knife, and it actually resembles the bayonet on his missing hand a lot. It's almost the same kind of bayonet. So that's a nice little extra. And right here on the holster, looks like he's got a .45 caliber handgun, silver with wood grip there, just like the gun he uses in the show. So that's nice. And of course he's got his bayonet right hand. Again, spot on job. It looks just like how it looks in the show. And now I'll go over his paint and articulation. And look at his head, just like I said, it's spot on. And it will move around on the ball joint. And pretty wide array here. There's good movement on the head. The shoulders are ball joints with a hinge in the middle. So these actually count as 2 points of articulation, because they count the ball joint and the hinge. But he's got that on both sides. On his left arm, he's got another ball joint at the elbow with the hinge there. You can see the ratchet pieces. And on his hand, the same thing. turn it all the way around and move it at the hinge. And his right arm is a little different. He doesn't have the ball joint at the elbow. Instead, he has a cut right here that you can twist, and just a single hinge at that elbow. And then nothing on the hand, obviously. And you can move him at the waist a little bit, but his holster and pouch is kind of getting in the way. But if you can see, if you lift up the shirt, this is one of the only complaints, and it's just a small complaint I have about the figure. And if you got the RV zombie in the last series, you notice the same thing. If you pull back his shirt, they didn't do any detail on the underneath, whatever was behind the pliable shirt. There's no detail there. As you can see, it actually just cuts off right there where it finishes off. But there's detail on the belt. You can see a holster for his bayonet, which does not actually hold the bayonet. That's just for looks. Good job on his gun holster. Little pouch here. Looks like there's a knife in it. Something else coming down from his belt buckle, which you can't see. And at the hips, he's got ball joints there, but you can get a little movement out of them, not too much forward and back. And he's got hinges, well, in a ball joint at the knees, so you can get the lower part of his legs to do some pretty wild stuff. And I like how if you have it up all the way, it actually looks like the hinges. They do a good job of hiding the hinges on this figure. And on the foot, he has a swivel. So, nice job with Merle. He's one of my more favorite characters they've done in the series so far, and he may be my favorite action figure they've done so far. Really bang up job. Great job, McFarline Toys, for picking it up in this series. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will be having Michonne and the other zombies coming out soon.